Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Colie's Corner, and today we're doing my first nursing video. I'm actually really excited, and this is something that I kind of wanted to do for a while, was that talk about the top 6 things that I didn't know about nursing before I got into nursing school, or even currently now as a new graduate registered nurse. So without further ado, we're gonna get started. Remember, this is my top 6 things that didn't know about nursing school or nursing period. Kind of wish somebody would have told you, girl, but I'm gonna tell y'all. All right, so here we go. So the first thing is that, y'all, I really did not know the difficulty level of nursing, and we just gonna get real comfortable, okay? I didn't realize the level of critical thinking, time, and effort that people put into nursing school, and I kind of wish that somebody would have told me how difficult nursing was just in general, just so I could have a better idea of what I was getting myself into. So for example, as far as nursing school goes, my very first semester of nursing school, I had some of the most hardest classes that I've ever taken ever. And they're hard because nursing forces you to think differently, you test differently, and you have a lot of things to do outside of the classroom when it comes to nursing that reflect your grade as well, such as clinical. So with that being said, my very first semester, I had fundamentals, health assessment, and pharmacology. And in fundamentals, that teaches you like the groundwork, basic level of everything nursing. So you learn a lot in that class. Pharmacology is going to teach you about all of your medications, how they work, what does what, how it affects the body, what you need to look for as a nurse, all of these different signs and symptoms that can be adverse effects, all of that. So that's a very difficult class because there are like hundreds of medications, y'all. I mean, we got a drug book like this thick. It was ridiculous. So your girl was scared. And then the last class was health assessment, and health assessment was one of the easier courses that we took, but that one was doing like going over how to assess somebody when they come to see you, whether it's in the emergency department, on an acute care floor, wherever. They're going to teach you how to assess the different areas of the body, literally from head to toe. So you learn a lot, and we had like 3 tests in 1 week for like every 3rd week or something crazy. It was like 3 tests. Some days we had 2 tests on one day. I mean, it was just ridiculous, and nobody really mentally, physically prepared me for that. I mean, I remember like taking my first 3 tests and I cried like after each one because it was so like nerve-wracking and anxiety. But I just didn't understand the difficulty level and how they make you think differently. Like I said, I had never taken any tests like those before. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that I stuck with nursing, passed on my classes, kept trying hard, because it is a very lucrative and rewarding field to a certain extent, and we'll get to that later. On the other side, as far as being a new graduate nurse, you think, once you're finished with nursing school, like you're done, that's it. And yeah, as far as like official grades and getting your degree, yeah, you're done. But you still have a lot to learn. Like, you learned a textbook and you kind of learn how to help people, but now you actually have to learn how to help and take care of people. And that's where these nurse residency programs like the one that I'm in comes in, because they're going to teach you refresher courses of things that you learned in nursing school. They're going to teach you some new things, how to do things better, get you certified in some different areas. Like, I work on the neuroscience floor, so I have to be stroke certified. I have to be ACLS certified, because that's a big part of our patient population are people who come in with strokes. So I have to be TPA certified, like all this kind of different stuff. So it's a lot, it's a difficult field, and it's a lot to keep up with because you have to constantly learn as a nurse. But like I said, very rewarding. So the next thing that I didn't really know about or understand was, y'all, nurses really get out here and we doing dirty work, okay? And people make jokes about nurses, all they do is clean diapers and stuff like that, and that's really not what we do. But I underestimated it a lot more than I should have. I was under the impression that nurses had bigger fish to fry. They were giving meds, they were starting IVs, doing Foley catheters, all the cool stuff that you see nurses do. But then I forgot, you know, like, well, I guess somebody has to, you know, change the brief and change the linens. Now, the good thing about it is that you do have a lot of like patient care techs and CNAs and things like that on the floor or on the unit to help. But, you know, if a tech is busy and your patient has soiled themselves, well, we're not going to wait 20-30 minutes for the tech to go in and change that patient and bathe that patient. You as the nurse are expected to do that. So you get down and dirty, you get some cold browns, you know. Yes, I made a fart noise, I'm corny, whatever. But you know, you got to clean up, get down with the brown, and you just go in and you put them gloves on and put on that little gown and just go ahead and get to it, all right? Do what you got to do. But yeah, so we do have some dirty jobs. Don't wear white. Wear the color if they let you wear the color, unless they make you wear white. Anyway, nursing can get kind of expensive. That's the next thing that I'm going to talk about. There are a lot of things that you have to have for nursing that your job doesn't necessarily supply for you, such as like your scrubs. Some jobs may give you like a complimentary set of scrubs in the color that they wear. Not a whole lot of jobs do that. But so your scrubs, I mean, like literally just today, I bought 2 more pairs of pants, a scrub top, and a scrub jacket, and I spent like $99 and change, which that doesn't sound like a whole lot compared to regular clothes, but they're not regular clothes. They're scrubs. And if you want to look half decently cute in your scrubs, you're going to spend some money, all right? My shoes, when I bought them for nursing school, were like $160 for the good Dansko nursing clogs, and that's about how much a lot of the nursing shoes go for. I mean, you can wear regular tennis shoes, but they kind of wear out a little faster than some of the thicker soled clogs do. Your stethoscope, my stethoscope was probably $115, maybe a little more. If you want to get like the good Littman, that's like the best stethoscope brand on the market right now that most nurses use. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny. It's just a lot. And then if you're thinking about going back to like graduate school, expensive, you know, that can cost you anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a semester plus, depending on where you go to school. And that's post-grad. Like undergrad is expensive because books are not cheap. And if you're anything like me, and what I'm going to suggest to you right now is that you purchase your books, because they're going to come in handy as resources later on. And you may not need all of your books. Like, you know, you don't have to buy community and public health. That may not be a book, or like the nursing leadership. Those may not be books that you have to buy. But like your fundamentals book, the pharmacology drug guide that most programs have you buy, the nurse's pocket guide, med surg book, those are going to be some good resources, especially while you're in school, once you graduate and you're studying for NCLEX, and then while you're in that first year or two of nursing, because we've already started going over stuff in orientation. I'm kind of like feeling goofy, like, wow, I haven't talked about this since my first semester of nursing school. Well, I'm glad we're going over it now. Let me go home and kind of look over this resource a little bit more and see. So it's good to just kind of keep those kind of things handy. So you'll spend some money in nursing school as well. All right, so the next thing, you guys may be surprised when I say this. Number 4 is, you know, we make really good money as nurses. We really do, especially if you're in a major city populated urban area. You're gonna get paid well, but y'all, that money is not worth it. And y'all are probably like, girl, you tripping. Yeah, I must be, and a lot of nurses are tripping, because if you really think about the time and the effort that nurses really put in when we go to work, yeah, you look at it like, okay, you guys work maybe 3 or 4 12-hour shifts a week. Y'all, that 12-hour shift ain't no joke, okay? When you are getting to the hospital at 7 o'clock in the morning, you have to stay there till 7:30 p.m. They are grueling, whatever it is, I don't know. Y'all correct my grammar later. Anyway, it's a lot of stress on your body, because you're going, from when you get to work to when you leave. If you are working in a hospital, you are going nonstop until you sit down for like your 15-minute break and like your 30-minute lunch. And you're taking care of people, so you don't get to leave work and go to McDonald's or go eat lunch here, you know, like some people with office jobs can. It's a lot, and you spend a lot of time at work. 12 hours a day is a long time, especially somebody like me. I'm gonna tell y'all my schedule. I get up at 4:45 in the morning to be out of the house before 5:30. Okay, I get to my job around 6:15, 6:20 in the morning, so this way I have time to like sit down, eat my little breakfast before we start the huddle at 7 o'clock in the morning at clock in. So my day is over a 12-hour day. I'm just working 12 hours, but essentially my day is 15 or 16-hour days most of the time, because I have to get up, drive to work 40 minutes. Hopefully it's not traffic. Do my 12 and then get off work and drive back home 40 more minutes after. So it's a lot. And when you think about all of the things that you're required to do in a shift and for your job, if you're doing nursing or pursuing nursing for the money, you're not going to enjoy your career. Now, somebody like me, I didn't choose nursing for the money. I wish I would have known that nurses made less than what I thought we should make. But like I said, I'm not doing it for the money, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. But yeah, I'm going to inform y'all. If you thinking that nursing is just all of this big paycheck, boo kitty, you got something. You're going to be real rude awakened when you start seeing them paychecks and be like, well, damn, I feel like I worked real hard these last 2 weeks and this was it. I need to go ahead and get in graduate school so I can be a nurse practitioner. That's where the money at, or go to CRNA school and be a nurse anesthetist. All right, so number 5, y'all, I really didn't realize how many different areas there were in nursing. Like, there are so many different things that you can do as a nurse that for right now, we're just going to talk about what you can do just in the hospital itself. So where I ultimately want to be is in the emergency department, and I plan on getting there sooner rather than later. But you can work in the emergency department, you can work in the intensive care unit, and even within the ICU, there are several different types of ICUs. You have med-surg ICU, cardiac ICU, you have neuro ICUs, pediatric ICUs. You have a lot of different types of intensive care units. You have labor and delivery. Within labor and delivery, there's also the nursery and then postpartum mother-baby. And at places like where I work, which I'm not going to disclose, but we are called the baby mill, so maybe you can take a guess from that. But everybody wants to have their babies at my job, okay? They deliver like 16,000 babies, something crazy a year. Like, average census is 45 to 55 deliveries a day. Like, oh Jesus, that's a lot of women giving birth. So we have a big women's services center at my job. Acute care, oh my gosh, acute care med surg is such like a broad field. You can have neuro, you can have ortho, bariatrics, geriatrics. Oh my gosh, the list literally goes on. You can have surgery, you can have general surgery floor, neurosurgery floor. It's just so much that you can do. There's oncology. There are whole like cancer units where there's like this whole building of 6 floors is just dedicated to different types of oncology patients and cancer patients. So it's a lot that you can do in nursing, and that's just within the hospital. We haven't even gotten to community and public health nursing and working for the CDC or working for the American Red Cross or working for nursing informatics, making other nurses' jobs easier. Y'all, you may have to have some experience, so you may have to work a year or 2 before you can apply for some of these jobs that aren't in the hospital. But there are so many things. I'm tired of talking about it. Jesus Lord. Okay. So the last thing, y'all, and this is one of my favorite things that I learned about in nursing school, is that nursing for the past 18 years actually has been considered the most trustworthy profession. Ain't that something? Y'all really like us, flourish, okay? Because we make y'all lives better. We save lives. We bring, help bring lives into this world. It's just great. Nursing is an amazing field. I'm very passionate about it, and it makes me very happy to know that the public feels the same way we do. We feel like we trustworthy, and the public feel like we the most trustworthy too. Now, disclaimer, there is 1 year that we didn't get it. It was 9/11, September 11th, 2001. Yeah, okay, just wanted to make sure I got that date right. That year it actually went to the first responders, so police officers, EMTs, paramedics, and firefighters, obviously because of their excellent and immaculate service to our country during 9/11 2001. That was the only year that we did not get it. They deserved it that year, but all the other years came to us. Nurses, it's lit, ayy. It's lit. Okay, I'm done. But yeah, that was my top 6 things that I didn't know about nursing. Kind of wish I would have known some things, like I said, positive and negative, but I was really glad to, you know, get that off my chest and let y'all know, because, you know, maybe I helped y'all out, because child, if you thinking that you gonna, you know, make all these coins, you gonna make some coins, but it's not as much coins as you think, or it may not be worth it as much as you thought it was. Now, don't let that discourage you, because like I said, there are other areas in nursing where you can make a lot of money. You can travel nurse, and now they make bank. Child, travel nurses be making money. But anyway, if you liked this video, hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so you can be notified and updated when I post new-ish, okay, to my channel. And you know, it's been real. I love you guys. Y'all keep watching, and I can't wait to have another Colie's Corner video up soon. See y'all later.